Hey, thanks for dropping by to the Planners on Purpose podcast, created by Naomi Tucker, CMP. Now, this space is for the event planners to encourage and empower you so that you can fully live your life on purpose. So before we dig in, please take a moment to subscribe so you get future shows. Now, here she comes, your host, Naomi.
Well, hello everyone. This is Naomi Tucker, your host here on the Planners on Purpose podcast. I hope you're well and that you're feeling good on a day like today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I've been thinking a bit about being a driven learner, and I think about this a lot because every once in a while, I always get someone that asks me, how do I keep up on the things that I do? And when I really think about it, I always come back to the fact that I am a lifetime learner. I am a person that definitely loves learning a lot. I love to read. I love to keep up on industry trends, what's going on in the world. And that is the reason why I just know the things that I know. And that is the reason why I do what I do. So I enjoy being a lifelong learner. And so I wanted to give you 5 tips today on how you can be a lifelong learner. If that is something that you want to do, I wanted to provide you with some tips to do it. And just to go right into it, with the first tip is when I think about what separates people that are in the know, are relevant, are continuing to learn. These are people that tend to have more of a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And a growth mindset is just someone that is always wanting to grow, always wanting to change, learn, and seeing the glass half full instead of the glass half empty. And that is what a growth mindset is. When you have that growth mindset, you're always curious and you're always learning. When you're always learning, you're applying what you learn to your life and to your business and to your work. And it just continues to overall help you continue to expand in your life. Now, with a fixed mindset, it's a little different because a fixed mindset to me is a glass half empty type of mindset. This would be a person that really doesn't want to learn much, only wants to stay where they are. They're okay where they're at. They don't have any interest with learning anything that's really going to help kind of elevate them. This is a person with the fixed mindset. And it's okay to be a fixed mindset if that is the person that someone is. It's just being aware of which type of person that you are so that you can really leverage the mindset that you're in. So I would think for me, I definitely am a growth mindset. I love to grow. And that would be one of my first tips for someone that's looking to become a lifelong learner is that they have a growth mindset. Now, my second tip is really I talked about reading, is to really read, I just say 3 books a year. Just keep it really nice and simple. 3 books a year that can help you be a better person, a better event professional, that can help you. And not only just read those 3 books a year, actively apply just one point. If you were to read one book and apply one point from that book to your life and actively do it, that would make a world of difference in your life. And when you apply that thing that you learned in the book to your life, try to do it within the first 3 weeks of reading the book, the first 3 weeks of finishing the book. Again, reading is learning, and it's always working on you and helping you and, actively helping you to grow and adjust and change. So reading 3 books a year definitely is something that I would say helps me to be a lifelong learner. And I know it's something that will help you to be a lifelong learner too. Now, if you don't know which books to read, take a look at some professional development books. And as you go into the beginning of this year, maybe reading 3 books is a goal that you want to set for yourself. to encourage you to learn more and grow more. So I definitely encourage you to do that if that is something that you see yourself wanting to do in order to just expand your knowledge on a couple of things. The next thing is I would just suggest to become a mentor for someone, or even just have someone as a mentor yourself. So I think it's always important for you to be looking ahead and looking at someone who's ahead of you in a way, someone that you maybe admire, that you admire their path, admire where they're going, and really see if you can be mentored by that person. Meet that person out for coffee once in a while. Have a conversation via Zoom, meet them at a conference, and really just pick their brain and see if there's anything that you can kind of learn and glean from them. This also can be someone like a consultant or a coach that can help you as well with this. But then also, I think what also helps us to learn, not only just learning from people, but then imparting learning on others. So being a mentor for someone coming up in the industry is also very important, because I think now in the industry, we definitely need it. There's so many new faces and people that need to have some mentorship in this industry. But as you are a mentor for someone else in the industry, it allows you to just grow too, because their questions that they have for you, your responses to them, just naturally help stimulate that growing process as well. So have a mentee and then also be mentored by someone that you truly admire would be my third tip for you in becoming a lifelong learner. And then the fourth tip that I have for you is just be active in an industry organization. Now, there is a plethora of industry organizations. Myself, I prefer MPI, also a member this year of IAEE as well. However, you can be a member of any industry organization. Just be actively involved in something that's outside of your work. It allows you to see and meet other people that are in the industry that, again, are outside of your working environment, and allows you to connect and continue to expand your network as well. And when you do join these organizations, they have a plethora of education, resources, and again, contacts. And when you not only just join, but actually be active and go to the events, go to conferences, and perhaps even volunteer, those things can really help enhance your network, enhance your learning, make you a better person. You continue to just develop relationships, long-standing relationships that can last through time. So I would just say definitely be active and involved in an industry organization. And that is a really good key to being a lifelong learner as well. And now if you're a person that really feels receptive to all of these steps, you would really like this last step, which is to obtain a professional certification or designation, similar to the CMP, which is the Certified Meeting Management Designation, or the CMM, which is the Certified Meetings Management Designation. There are a host of others that you can also obtain from many other different industry organizations. But what happens when you do obtain those designations is you commit to yourself to learn the materials in order to sit down and pass the exam in order to get that designation. That whole process is a growth process. It allows you to learn more. It allows you to be connected to people, and then allows you to grow. And then once you are done, you get this designation that really shows how hard you've worked, your industry experience kind of all wrapped up into that designation. Now, another thing that you can do is participate in college program or course or certification as well. There are a host of meeting and event management programs in local colleges that you can look up and perhaps go and take some of their curriculum and maybe get your certification or a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree at some of these colleges too. So that is something that you could also do. And if you already have these, or let's say you're not interested in these, perhaps you start speaking or teaching at industry events. That is also something that you can do too. But the idea here is to take your knowledge and impart your knowledge on others. Those are my 5 tips for becoming a lifelong learner. I hope that these tips really helped refresh you to say, maybe I should pick up a book, or maybe I should get a mentor, or maybe I should have a more growth mindset because I've been a little bit more fixed, and maybe it's time for me to just start expanding on some things in my life. And if that is you, and if that's how you're thinking, I'm so happy for you. This next year is going to be an amazing year. If you're interested in earning your CMP designation, I am operating a study group that's coming up in January. You can go to see how to sign up by going to plannersonpurpose.com/CMP, and you can sign up if that works for you and if is of interest. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, stay on purpose.
Well, that wraps it up for this episode. If you enjoyed the conversation, hit the like button and tell us how much you enjoyed the show by leaving a message in the comments. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.